My 91-year-old mother is a proud Houghton resident. She watches all of our council meetings and then tells me about them the next morning. I have 16 years of community service in Kirkland. I served on the park board for 9 years, 3 of those as the chair. I've been your city councilman for 6 years. I guess the one word is experience. Jason's a bright guy, and I told him when we first met that I'd like him to get a bunch of experience before he runs for city council, as most of us have done here. It's not easy. It's you've got to get involved in the community, and you've got to understand not only your own neighborhood, but you've got to understand the rest of the city and the rest of the way the region works. We are dependent upon other cities. We are dependent upon relationships. We are dependent upon the county. We are dependent upon the federal government. A lot of the work I do over the last 6 years has been to be able to get myself into a position of leadership at the regional level, at the local level, and to develop the relationships that allow us to have the conversations to start with, and then hopefully bring home either a partnership or preferably some funds of some kind. It's mainly experience, and I know that Jason, whatever happens, will end up getting some, and I look forward to him being involved in the city for a long time to come. I think that the parking is a big thing. We've got a plan to put a lid over Marina Park. We've had for years that would open up a vista out to the lake. The city council can't do it alone. You as citizens have to figure out what type of businesses you will support here and to let them thrive. At the same time, as a city council, one thing that Jessica and I worked on and we were successful at was changing the change of use fee. But really it starts with us making the city look as good as it possibly can. The cleaning of the sidewalks, keeping the weeds off, the shopkeepers sweeping every day. Create some sense of community, some sense that this is a place to be. And you know what else? Be nice. You see somebody on the street, smile, say hi, how are you doing? Manage, 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 and manage some more. What I've learned in my regional contacts is that as much of a driver as it was to become a city and have your own fire department, your own police department, and a lot of your other things, the reality is that's a luxury. The future for us, as many other cities, is going to be partnerships to get a stable, to supply the same services we've got. Look today, everybody has a parks department, most cities. People have police departments, cities have fire departments, and there's a lot of shared things that we can do. Make sure that we've looked at every possible partnership, every possible way that we can partner with somebody else to help amortize the cost. At the end of the day, are you going to know that somebody from Bellevue worked in your parks if it's under the same standards as we've had? Probably not. The challenge to us is always, how do we get the word out? When we're doing the annexation, I tell this story regularly, when Kari Page would ask people, how did you hear about this meeting? And she'd go down the line, did you get an email? Did you get this? Did you get that? You know where most people found out? The sign. That's one of our biggest challenges is communication in this city. We've got a communications manager that puts out press releases and listservs and all sorts of things. For me, it's being involved in the community. It's doing the things. It's being out there and trying to get as much input as you possibly can.